Welcome to the Motor City. This is Comerica Park. Saturday afternoon action on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Starting in this one, Eduardo Rodriguez. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss start in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Bo Bichette stands in now and watches strike one.
First pitch, 110.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-1. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Up to the plate is Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt, who grew up in Texas, played his college ball at the University of Texas, and then went on to win World Series with the Giants in 2012 and 2014. They called him the captain for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I remember Bruce Bochy talking about Brandon Belt when he was just coming up to the big leagues and said he was a left-handed Buster Posey.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Runners on the move. That's ripped into the outfield. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. In there safely. And it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And here is Matt Chapman.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in. This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Double steal. Chapman gets a piece there. Bell, the lead runner at second. Guerrero at first with no outs. The 1-1 is fouled off. And the pitch. Got it! Chapman is gone. 2 on, 1 out. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. That's in there. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. Foul ball there. The 0-1.
Hey.
That one the other way, short. They take the force out, third out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Welcome back. And on the hill in this one, Kevin Gausman.
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
At the plate, Matt Vierling.
Leading up for the Tigers.
Kevin Gausman hails from Colorado, but he played his college ball at LSU. He was the 4th overall pick in the 2012 draft, made his debut at 22 years old in 2013, and he has gotten himself through a lot. Ground ball left side. Kirk throws the first in time. And a quick out, number 1. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now it's Zach Short. The rope into right, and that's a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Man at first, and up next for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. And there he goes. Pitch outside. Throw to second. He's safe.
Looks like they're trying to answer back on that run they gave up in the top of the first by being aggressive on the base paths. I like that, especially early in this ball game. Be aggressive while you can and see if it leads to some type of big inning.
And a pitch. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. He shoved off so hard, squared it up, and he went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Eric Haas digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Yeah, and coming through the minor leagues, he was expected to be the #1 starter for the Baltimore Orioles and never quite lived up to that billing, but continued to fight ups and downs, persevered, and after 2 free agent deals, he finally became an all-star.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero makes the play. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Batter now, Javier Baez. Now one missed. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all game if guys will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitter's got to look down in the zone.
Next offering away upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And that one is lifted in the air. Kiermaier on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And that's the third out. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We move on to the second here at Comerica. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Detroit, new inning getting started. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Rodriguez, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Next offering is in for a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and you know he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Strike 2. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today, the emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
On the ground. Sends it to first. And quickly one away in the second. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. First pitch just misses. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to give up walks because they'll come back and strike the next guy out. The wind to kick the 2-0. Fought off foul. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen. Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well. Really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch.
Well, we'll hold that thought, as that's the third out, and we'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 1-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the third baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Chapman makes a nice running catch.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Miguel.
And now up to hit, Miguel Cabrera. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Outside. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some, Boog, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Righty delivers. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is a foul ball. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently. Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Akil Baddoo getting ready to hit. In the air out to center. Kiermaier moving under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Tigers nothing. Back at Comerica Park, top half of the third inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. Wastes no time there. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Now the number 2 hitter, Brandon Belt. And he's already singled in this game. That's in there. Strike one. Belt in his 12th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he's the designated hitter. The 0-1. Liner snagged at first. And they put the tag on him for the out.
Some people say that first basemen kind of have the day off regularly because they don't run around a whole lot. But when you think about it, they are involved in just about every single play, and there's a lot of stress that gets put on their legs. So a well-deserved day at the DH spot for them.
Vladdy takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Next one misses. 2-0. The pitch. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
That one ripped. Marisnik going back on this one, and that one's gone. Matt Chapman hits one out. His 13th home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. Ball. And downstairs.
Ball one, no strike.
The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. The next pitch misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
Two on the way. battling here as he fouls it away. The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Now here's Jake Marisnick.
No left field.
I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Kicks and deals. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Racing, makes the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting the center fielder.
And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Matt Vierling. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball. And it's even up. That's out to center field. Kiermaier moving under it. He's there. He's got it. And there are two down.
Now batting the second baseman.
And now Zach Short. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Next pitch is downstairs. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The 1-2. And another ball. Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Tigers nothing. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the fourth, Whit Merrifield. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And he pumps it a strike. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Next pitch is popped up. Cabrera makes the grab, one away.
Now batting the left fielder, Dalton Varsho.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And a good eye there.
Counts 1-0.
And a Next offering misses. Ball 2. The wide to kick the pitch. And a strike. Ground ball right side. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting, catcher, Alejandro.
2 outs, base is empty. Alejandro Kirk now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Down in order go the Blue Jays, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter.
The designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Gosman back to work. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 1. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's the catcher, Eric Haas. He popped out his first time. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. In the dirt. Kirk to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now it's Javier Baez. First offering misses the mark. Javier Baez, who hails from Puerto Rico, he was the 9th overall pick in 2011 by the Cubs, and what a fun player to watch. Won the World Series in 2016. He was the NLCS MVP, and of course on the cover of MLB The Show in 2020.
Yeah, nearly won the MVP in 20.
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. Still down 3-0. Back here in Detroit, here's Kiermaier now.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
The pitch. To the right side, short. Whips it to first on the run. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Now here is Bichette. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Now fly ball to right center. And that gets down into the gap. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second is Bichette. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And next is the designated hitter, Brandon Bell. 1 for 2. Bichette stands at third with one gone in the inning. And takes low for ball one. Way out front for strike two. 1-2 now. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. One away with a runner at third. And that one lifted in the air center field. Dearland makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Baez with a relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as a run scores.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great attack. Got the job done.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's made Dad proud so far in his career. Multiple all-star appearances. A guy who was born in Montreal way back when, 1999, when his dad was playing for the Expos.
Yeah, and so much violence with that swing. Exit velocity is charged and very fun to watch. More plate discipline than Dad.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Tigers nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Zach McKinstry. The pitch. Siggy, how about this, though? A little more than 400 games into his career, Vlad Jr. had the exact homer total and OBP as his dad. The 1-0. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Miguel.
So digging in, Miguel Cabrera. Struck out swinging his first time. Hit hard, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Man at first with one gone. And now Akil Baddoo. 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Swinging a foul straight back.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. Started to go at the 1-2. A check on it to third. Did not go. The 2-2. Lifted in the air down the left side. Varsho makes the grab on the run.
The batter, the left fielder, Jake Marisnick.
Man at first, stepping in, Jake Marisnick. Swings and misses. Strike one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
0-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Going to count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-1 is fouled off. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Back at Comerica Park, all set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. Chapman, 29 years old, and he's a former Gold Glover in the American League. Rodriguez back to work. Just missed.
Well, the game plan for this. This offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive. 5 hits for them on the first pitch alone, so they're swinging and connecting right out of the gates.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Vierland drifts towards it, and it's caught for the out.
And of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
So up next for Toronto, Kevin Biggio. Strike one.
0-1.
That's in there. No balls, 2 strikes.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
That one inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. 1 down, base is empty. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Baddoo pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Whit
2 outs,
Merrifield.
base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Whit Merrifield. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now, Dalton Varsho. Marisnick snags it on the run. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Tigers nothing. And well. Welcome back, bottom of the sixth. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Matt Vierling. The pitch. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. Vierling goes 6 feet 3 inches, 205 pounds, and he's usually in left field, but today he's patrolling center. Kicks and fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
This one lifted in the air, left field. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Well, typically left fielders have the least amount of range in the outfield, so for him to take the responsibility in center field in this one, he's going to really need his corner guys to help him out in the gaps.
Kerry Carpenter, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Next one misses, and the count even 1-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
In the air, out towards right center. Biggio drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail it here 4-0. So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Bo Brisky.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And the pitch. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Kevin Kiermaier digs in now. Outfield playing pretty shallow. And first offering is fouled off. Good eye right there.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Into center and a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Bo
Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Way inside, gets out of the way. Right-hander kicks, deals. Short. Over to Baez. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Blue Jays 4 and the Tigers nothing. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Eric Haas. And he deals. And there's the strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
He makes the grab, and there's one down.
I always remember watching Johan Santana pitch, and when he was in his prime, you would see a lot of guys out in front, right-handers pulling that change up in the stands, and then fouling the fastball the opposite field up into the stands.
Baez at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. And that one in the air center field. Kiermaier trying to get there. Puts it away for the out.
The third baseman, number 6.
2 outs, base is empty. Zach McKinstry getting ready to hit. In the air center field. Kiermaier makes the catch, and that'll do it. Tigers are shut down there. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at the ballpark, and now the DH, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt.
The pitch. There's the strike. Line drive, knocks it down. And he'll be safe at first.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
So, man aboard, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Bell gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next pitch misses outside, and it's 2-0.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. This one smoked out to left. Marisnik makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The batter, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Now Matt Chapman at the plate. His 2-run homer back in the third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
And that's in for a strike.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
And a pitch. That's a laser base hit, and that's going to roll to the wall. Belt around second, on his way to third. Baez with a relay home, and he's in there, and a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Kevin Biggio, the next to hit. This one in the air center field. Thielen settles under it, makes the catch, and that should get the job done as he tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and it's now a 6-run lead. 2 outs, base is empty. Whit Merrifield next up for the Blue Jays. Bounce to the right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first, and that is that. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Tigers nothing. Welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. Now the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Here comes a pitch. Liner, base hit. And now the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ground ball could be 2. Merrifield to second, over to first, safe.
Now
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Now the left fielder, Jake Marisnick. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Baddoo, the base runner at first with 1 out. So 2 balls and no strikes. Bounce to the left side. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. He's in there.
The center fielder, number 8.
So up next, Matt Vierling. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. First and third, 1 down. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Short in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And the pitch. In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. Tigers strand a pair. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back at Comerica Park. We go to the 9th. Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. The right-hander back to work. And there's a strike. Brisky, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a 2-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve. And the righty deals. And there's a ball. He swings and fouls one off. Right-handed reliever. Gets a piece and stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. Righty delivers. He goes down looking.
Well, I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Kerr stands in here, takes ball 1 low. In the air to left down the line. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Kiermaier in the box now. No balls and a strike. That misses. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a base hit into left field. And that keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Back to the top of the lineup. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Kiermaier off of first with 2 away. Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2. On the ground right side. What a stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Bottom of the 9th coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. So bottom of the 9th, now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter.
The designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Gausman back to work. Swings through that one. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Tim Meza appears to be getting loose. Richards getting loose as well. In the air, left field. Varsho after it. Racing, makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down.
The catcher, Eric Haas.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Eric Haas. And first offering is fouled off. The pitcher on here, Trevor Richards.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Here comes the 0-1. Out towards right center field. Kiermaier moving under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Javier.
And next up for the Tigers, Javier Baez. And the first offering is not close.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And there's the strike.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
So now 1-2.
2 strikes.
Just 1 strike away.
Ball, that's just out.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Zach McKinstry. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
4-2 is the count.
And down on strikes. And that'll do it.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching, guys are making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors.